Today in Houston, Texas, but that's besides the point. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the very foundation of anything you want to do in life, especially as far as being an internet marketer is concerned. And these are the things that I do whenever I want to embark on any kind of campaign, either for myself or for any of my clients. And in this regard, we are going to be making use of Facebook. As you guys know, Facebook is huge. It houses almost half of the world population. There are 3.2 billion people hanging out on Facebook, and a lot of those are businesses, and among those businesses are your competitors. And if you want to do anything, the best thing is to understand what your competitors are doing so you know how to reverse engineer the process and you can be on top. What I found out, and even when I started, and the reason why I struggled so much is I was so much in a hurry to do these things and I did not take my time to do the right research, and I do not want the same thing for you guys, because if you do, not only are you going to be wasting time, you're also going to be wasting money in doing any kind of campaign. Facebook, YouTube, Google, whatever. Today we're going to be making use of Facebook, but this is particularly pertinent to any kind of product you want to do or any kind of campaign you want to launch online. You've got to get your research right, and I'll be sharing with you guys, if you stay to the end of the video, some things that I use. You know what? I'm just going to give it to you. You don't have to stay to the end of the video. If you think you know it all, you can just go ahead and run with it. But I'm warning you, I did that before and I burned a lot of cash. So below this video, you're going to be finding links to all the materials that I'm going to be showing in this video that will help you do the right research, launch your product or services, and boom, that way you can blow. If you do not do all this research, you are going to be wasting a lot of money and you're going to get tired pretty quickly. All right, we're going to be starting from Facebook audience insights, and you guys know this. When you go to your Facebook business page, just click on all tools. It's going to bring you over here and click on audience insights and set your country. In this case, we're going to be making use of United States of America, which is where I'm at, and of course, some of you watching this video are probably in America as well. But it really doesn't matter. Just choose whatever country you are in, and let's say the people that I want to actually do a research on the dog products, right? And I have in my head who are my competitors, and the number one of them is a company called Big Burger. Okay, and we're going to be doing a deep dive research on what they do and how they do it, and so that we can capitalize on that to come up with our own strategy. So we have United States of America. I'm going to put in 18 to like whatever age. I'll put it right there. And so to start with, do not change this for right now unless you are very sure of the product that you're trying to sell or any campaign you're trying to launch. Unless you're very sure who the people that you're trying to target are, I would advise that you leave it at this age, 18 and above, and leave it as all, not just men or women. Let the data tell you what to do before you actually change it. In this case, interest, I'm going to be doing Big Burger. Okay, I'll say Big Burger. Big Burger, not Big Mac. Big Burger, can't spell. Okay, so Big Burger is a company, an online company that sells dog products. All right, and I'm going to be researching what they're doing. Number one things I want you guys to notice over here is this right here, and we discussed this in one of my previous videos. Let's look at the demographics, right? We've discussed how to use the page likes, location, and stuff, but particularly in this video, let's look at demographics, because we actually want to understand what the competitors are doing and where their buyers are hanging out, and we can use that to set up our own campaign. To start with, a lot of people that are buying from Big Burgers are women. All right, that's something you want to write down somewhere. Understand that you want to you want to go after Big Burgers customers selling dog products. A lot of their customers are women. 54% of them are women. Not to rule out men, of course there are men as well, but it's only 19% of those that are men, and 46% of them are on Facebook. 82% of the customers are women. And I'm going to tell you guys about this later on, even using another strategy for getting traffic outside of Facebook. This tells me a lot of things. Even though 54% of all their customers are hanging out on Facebook, but I'm saying 82% of the customers are women, At the end of the day, when I'm done, when I run a Facebook ad and I'm more profitable, I'm gonna go after some women magazines, and we're gonna discuss that in some other video. But for the purpose of this video, let's stay on track. So 82% of them are women, and 54% of them are hanging out on Facebook. 19% of them are men, and 46% of them are hanging out on Facebook. Of course, we know that the bulk of them, I'm going to ignore this 1%. I don't really need that. But I'm going to come over here from 18% and above, the 25 to 34 years old women. And look at it. In reality, those are the people that kind of have dogs. If you look at it, 25 to 34 years old, men and women, most of those though, the one between 25 and 34, most of them are men. And because 18% of them are men and 13% of them are female. And this helps you when you try to set up your ad set. Say, for instance, in one ad set, you want to have just men, 25 to 34%, depending on how much money you want to spend. But I really test a lot of money upfront to get my data back, so that way I end up making money in the back end. So 24 to 35, 4 years old of their customers, 18% of them are men, 13 are women. 35 to 44%, 24% of them are men, 18% women. And over here, you have 45 to 54%, 25% men, 25% women. And over here, from 55 to 64 years old, you have 19% men and 54% and 25% women. And of course, from 65 years old and above, you have 14% that are men and 18% women. Guys, this to me is huge. What I do basically is I come over here and I will show you guys. Hope you guys can see my screen. I come over here. I try to analyze the ad strategies, right? And see, you guys, I see analysis of competitions and competitors' advertising strategy. I try to analyze that. I try to see what headlines they're using and all that. I'm gonna show you guys how I use this document later on. Another one that I use is this one right here. I try to diagnose with these questions, what are those things that my customers that I want to sell to, because these are the things that big broker understand before it can grab all these customers anyway. So it will not be bad for you also to understand it. Like, what are they afraid of? What keeps them awake at night? What are they angry about, and all that. I'm going to share all this document with you guys at the end of this video, so you can make use of it in your own campaign as well, rather in your research. So here we are right now. I want to put all this down right here. Guys, make sure you use this. Like, really, this will help you. Please. We're starting from building our customer profile, all right? And that is why, look at this right here. 82% women, 46%, 19% men. I'm gonna put that right here. This is why I have these particular documents titles as customer profile and building customer avatar. I'm gonna come over here and I will put it right here. I put in my head, I'll make up my customer's name, because I know over here 82% of them are women. I'll put Susan. What year is my customer born? Right over here, we all know already what big broker the customers are between 25 and 65. So you can just estimate what year they're born and put that right there. This is not a document we need. And let me bring this down. I'm going to show you this one later on, but the one we're actually using right now is this one. Come on, where are you? Is this one right here? That's going to help you understand. If you have the customer's name made up in your head, you know what year they're born, you know where they live, what the annual income is, and have some kind of image for your customer, what they look like, because that helps you even later on when you're trying to come up with your headline or ad copy. So in this case, Facebook is telling us that these people, they are mostly women between these ages, all right? And I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna put that down over here. So the next one is, what year are they born? I have their ages. I'm gonna put that age, I'll say between this year and this year, right? I'll come back here. Where do they live, right? Where do they live? This will tell me location right here. Look at this, guys. This, well, I'm not, if you guys are not doing this, I guarantee you are going to be wasting a lot of money. And I just encourage you to try to do this, because you just do it once. What I usually do is take about 1 or 2 days to fill all these out. And the next 28 days in the month, I'm just setting up my campaign and I'm making money. Because if you don't do this, you're going to end up spending 30 days wasting money anyway. All right. So look at this. Most of their customers come from Oklahoma, right? Jacksonville, Florida. I can actually put Oklahoma in one ad set and Jacksonville, Florida in another ad set. Or I can put those together, because now I know that's where most of their customers come from. And I can click on here and see all. Look at this. Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, Oklahoma. You guys can make use of all these other ones as well, but I'm telling you the biggest ones of their customers, where they stay. Indianapolis, look at this, Las Vegas, Ohio, Pennsylvania. Look at all of these guys. So my thing is, instead of you actually trying to go after the entire United States, this will allow you actually kind of, narrow down your targeting when you get to the ad level in Facebook. Look at all these guys here. We know they're in Houston, some of them, my neighborhood over here. In Houston, they're in Chicago. We can put all of these so you can see the top 10. See the top 10. They'll put them all here for you. So that's as far as filling this form out about where they live. Annual income, I can actually guesstimate how much they make. Facebook has taken out annual income. I think right now they give you the zip codes. In another video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can actually make use of that in the target level on the ad level in Facebook, because right now Facebook has taken out the ability to see if people are employed or not, but you can still go by zip codes and do a little research to know if those are employed or not. All right, so that's one. Another one, of course, is to see. After this, what I try to do is to actually go to the Big Barker website, right? We go over here to Big Barker website, see what they're actually doing over here. Look at it. So now we're on Big Barker's website. To start with, if I want to do any funnel on dog and I want to go after Big Barker's customer, you have to understand the feel of their website. Let me drop this down right here. You have to understand the feel of their website. They have their phone number on the left side. They have their contact us here. They have all this FAQ, easy returns and track. They have all these labels here. They have their buy button above the fold. And of course, here's what they say: because big dogs need more than just a normal dog bed. This right here tells me that most of the customers are looking for bed that is befitting to dog, not just some kind of bed. And that's the question Big Barker answers here. Because big dogs need more than just a normal dog bed. All right, that tells you in their mind they have done some research and understand what the customers are looking for. Customers are looking for dog beds that are just not just normal dog bed, not just some big dog bed. But look at this: because big dogs need more than just a normal dog bed. And they will now describe in here, the Big Barker is the world's first therapeutic. So that tells you why they said not just a normal dog bed. This is a therapeutic bed they're selling for drugs. I mean for dogs rather, not drugs. Therapeutic mattress for dogs over 50 pounds. Uniquely engineered to keep dogs youthful for longer and bring older dogs back to their... See, from over here, uniquely engineered to keep dogs youthful to... therapeutic mattress for dogs over 50 pounds. That tells you who are the people they're selling to. They're not trying to target everyone with a dog. They're trying to target people with big dogs. So going after Big Barker, we understand what they're doing, and this is what we're going to re-engineer, right? You're going to also write that down on your... Come over here. That is where our next... That is where our next workbook comes in. Let me see. What are your people afraid of? Okay, what keeps them up at night? Their dogs are too big. They can't find the right dog bed for them. Okay. What are they afraid of? They might find the right bed, but they're not therapeutic. It may not be comfortable for the dogs. So you want to put that right here, right? What are they angry about? And what are they angry at? They bought a lot of beds that do not work for their dogs, and the dogs are not comfortable. So answer those questions there. What are the 3 top frustrations? Big Barker actually answered that here. The big 3 top frustrations is the fact that these people cannot find a therapeutic bed that is suitable for dogs over 50 pounds. And they just find some kind of big bed, but not really comfortable for their dogs. So these are the things that Big Barker has been able to answer here. And if I'm doing anything to go after Big Barker's customers, I'm going to make sure that I pay attention to all of these things right here. I'm going to pay attention to it. All right. So buy now in 3 big sizes. See, look at all these things. All of these you want to understand. You want to understand what Big Barkers are doing. And right after they show the sizes, they input the customer's review. You also want to do the same thing if you really want to go after these people's market to understand what they're doing. And all these things, I mean, within a week you can come up with all this research and all this layout. It doesn't have to be the same thing. Like, it does not have to be, you're not going to have to copy exactly the same thing they're doing, but of course you can model it, right? Another thing you want to do is to understand where are the places that Big Barkers is advertising besides Facebook. So for that reason, we're going to copy this right here and go to similarweb.com. We're going to go to similarweb.com. We want to understand where's Big Barker getting most of their customers from. We understand that they're on Facebook, but sometimes people are on Facebook, but they're not really getting their customers from Facebook. Let's go to similarweb.com, and this, of course, you can use for free. Just use the free version. You don't have to waste a lot of money on that right now. I'm not sure why it's not coming. Okay, so look at this. 87% of their customers come from the United States. 2% only come from United Kingdom, and every month they have over 65,000 people on their website. And of course, see, there are people that are searching for them. They have searches, they have direct, they're not doing that much of email, and you can capitalize on this. And of course, social, in terms of, all across Facebook, Instagram, and all of that. We know they're doing some kind of display ad, which is like native ads. These are the other sites that they advertise on. When you see top referring sites, these are the sites they advertise on. When you go on this site, you're going to find the advertisement on there. So it's 56% organic and 43% paid. So we understand all of that. Now this one is extremely important. Most of the ad comes from Facebook, another 10% comes from YouTube, and another 4% comes from Pinterest. If you don't have money for all of these yet, you can actually do some of this organically, which I'm going to show you in another video, at least to get some traction. But you can at least do Facebook, and of course we've been able to show you how that is done. So it's a lot you can actually see on here, and you can see the competitor sites. All these other people, you can analyze them as well. These are all the people that look like Big Barker. All right, this gives you about over 10 people that look like Big Barker, and you just go in there. Depending on whatever you're doing, whatever niche you are in, they're always going to give you the main company that you're trying to research, and of course suggest what the competitors look like. And with that, you can go ahead and model what they're doing and come up with your own strategy. And the last one that I'm going to show you guys before I end this video, and I'm going to upload another video similar to this one where we're going to continue how we research and of course how we do them. What I try to do is to go back to Facebook and I look for Big Barker. So let's look for Big Barker. Let's look for Big Barker. And guys, I'm begging you to please try to do this before you do anything. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting money. All right. Does this look familiar? Of course. Big Barker, 274,000 people. And do not forget, guys, to subscribe to this channel and share this video with whoever you think might benefit from it. And like I told you, I will leave this document below this video and some other document that I believe will help you guys. So the first thing that I do not actually waste my time looking at all this. I just go over here to the left side where it says info and ads. I click on that. This will show you guys all the ads that Big Barker is running. See, it says sponsored. You guys know that This is the ad. Like really, guys, what is it you need? This is their ad right here. You see what they're running, and I can actually see in this ad, I know not only is Big Burger selling this big therapeutic bed for dogs over 50 pounds, they're upselling people on this kind of thing as well, on this dog, artificial dog bones. But that's for another video. But let's look at all of this, guys. See, it says sponsored. These are all the videos that Big Burger is currently running. So guys, go ahead and make use of this. Dive deep into it, and I just hope it helps you. And if you have questions, leave it below this video. And do not forget to subscribe, and I will be getting back with you guys with another part of this video that will do another deep dive into how you can actually carry out the research, and it will help you. Do not forget, download all this document that you need for your research, and let me know if you have any questions. You guys have a good one. We'll come back to you some other time.